welcome. My name's Beck and you're watching Beck's Crafty Nook. I have escaped being called into work today and that's good because I wanted to film a yarn haul video. Today's yarn haul comes to us from Spotlight and there's lots of new things that they have there, and they're also having a mega sale. It's like 30 to 50% off, so we've got some room. So I stocked up on a couple of things that we needed. So first thing I got was Bella Baby Nippers, and this is the colorway Baby Mix, but I call it Rainbow. Then I got some more Bella Baby Nippers White. This is a little thicker than our sparkle yarns and our teamy yarns, and so I'm making emerald dragons. I'll put a little picture up. I want to make some emerald dragons. These are good for leggy froggies, so we got some of those. I also want to make, I got some of this because I want to make the axolotls. I'll put a picture. I have a picture of one that I made in the grey with pink gills, but then I want to do some of the other brighter, like I've got we can do bright red gills. I don't think I have any pink, but yeah, all the bright colors. I have a light purple gills, so all this base color with the different gills, and I think I've got some sparkle eyes to go with that. Then we have a Bella Baby Nippers in this is called Grey, also dragons. And then I have a new beaded fidget pattern from Willow and Wild. I'll show you a picture. It is turtles. So I got all of these green cottons, not that one, that's grey. Got all these green cottons to make turtle bodies, and then we're going to do all different colored shells and beads and stuff. This one is particularly nice. It's the 50% cotton and acrylic, but you can see there's a little bit of variation in there. I think that'll be lovely. This one lost his label, but I'd say here's a Brighton as well. And then we've got two glitters. We got a bluish green and a green glitter. And for the crabs, I got like 10 crabs out of one grey, and because I still have two crab bodies, we're going to finish those in the grey. So we got some cotton. Now my new favorite thing to get is these Because I'm Happy 8 plies by Abbey Road. These were on special. Let me check how much. So the nippers were $4 each. The Motivera was $4.87. I think all those are normally about $7. Four Seasons were $3.50 on special. Oh yeah, Because I'm Happy, this is normally $12 and it was $7.20, so nearly half price. So I got a new rainbow colorway. That's a darker rainbow. I want to get some more of the other rainbow, but they are sold out. And I also got this beautiful orange and grey. So this colorway is called Thrilled, and this colorway is called a Blissful. So I've got those. And then new to Spotlight is these blanket yarns. So they're valuables, so these are often limited edition. They come out during the winter season for blanket yarns. They don't keep them all the time. And this is called Blanky Rainbow. You get 300 grams. So I got 2 of each of the colors that I wanted. This color is Gelato. Let's turn it around so it looks nice. And I got 2 because I think the Odin Dragon takes 500 grams, because I needed 2 of the Motivera Blanky Whites, but I did double strand it with the Because I'm Happy in the lighter colored rainbow, in the pastel rainbow. And yeah, Odin Dragons with just the yarn. And it looks about as thick as motivate it. Maybe more like a bernat blanket, which is slightly thinner, but that's okay. And then the other color I got in that was this. It is called Retro Swells. So we've got this one as well. So these are limited edition, so if you're in Australia, get into Spotlight and get what you like. There's a couple of other colors that I'll put up on screen. There's like a blue, I think it was a white with blue colored. But yeah, dragons. We've got to make some more dragons because they were actually really popular. I had a lot of friends asking about them, and I sold the one on the day. So that was one day that I went shopping. I didn't get everything all in one day. But that's for those projects coming up. And then I was watching, I think it's called Travel Crochet. I'll put her like things up. I really enjoy watching her. She was traveling in a caravan and she does markets. I think she doesn't charge quite enough for her plushies, but she's, you know, whatever, do what you want. But she is so enjoyable to watch. And then lately she was showing her latest video. She showed blanket yarn that she got in the Milllands. Now last time I did a haul, I was talking about go to the Milllands first to get your blanket yarn. And so I thought if she's got blanket yarn in the Milllands, then I might have blanket yarn in the Milllands. And yes, we did, and we got some really cool finds. Nobody else had gone in there apparently. So I found this one. I am going to take it out of the bag because I have a spot ready. So this is the orange that I got the other day, and so some are wound like this and some are wound into really large balls. They're all 400 grams. But I have discovered when I was looking for this colorway, because I just typed in pink and orange pink and orange blanket yarn, and it came up with Bernat Baby. So I think anything that's tied like this is actually Bernat Baby. It's just slightly thinner, and I think these will make adorable dragons, and they'll probably take less. If I do, I might try emerald dragons, because emerald dragons take less than 100 grams in this. That's what this is for. So I made one emerald dragon and I still have most of the skein left. So we're going to try the emerald dragons in this first so that we get more bang for our buck. So I'm going to take it out to show you because I have a spot for them. And I am just a sucker for pink and orange together. I've moved my blankets, but I have that pink and orange colorway in the mandala ombre, and it's so beautiful. So I cannot wait to make dragons. So yep, they will go up there. All right, and so then they had this one. I haven't been able to find these actual colorways online. I only found that orange one. But I think it's safe to say these are all Bernat babies. Look at this. Pink, green, white speckled. I think there is a Bernat baby blanket that is like flowers or something. So very pretty. Got that one. And then look at this one. So cute. It's going to make great dragons. And if I can get one dragon out of each skein, that's going to be pretty awesome. So cute. So that's really cute. So we'll do that properly later. So we've got those. And then I found this beauty. I have no idea what kind of colorway this would be, but I love pink and grey together. There's also a little bit of blue, and as it mixes it looks a little purple. So I'm thinking blankets for these, but because there's only 400 grams, I don't think they'll do a full blanket. So I'm not quite sure if I'm going to mix it with a white acrylic. I think that's probably the best. Same with that blue and gold that I got last time. We might do ripple blankets with white acrylic. So we're not going to open that one. Then we got Bernat Mystical in green. I already have the pink one. So we've got a green, don't know what we're going to do with it. Maybe snakes. I think I need to do a heap of snakes as well. Then we got a bernat blanket in, this is a cream color. Yeah. I do have white in the Moda Vera, but only a scrap. And then we also have, I'm not sure if this is another mystical. It's like a bluey green, variegated. We can also do loaf cats in these too. Maybe cream loaf cats with accents would be a good idea. And then we can do a snake as well. So that's all the Miller ends. And then when I went to go get that lot, I was supposed to get green, like a special beautiful green for frogs. I'm going to try some knitted frogs. I'm going to be doing a video that's called crocheting or making my co-workers' requests. And so we've had requests for rubber duckies, which you can also use that bernat blanket, especially if we just use like one skein for the dragons, and we can use one skein for a couple of duckies. And then I asked another friend, and she said for her daughter, anything frogs. So we're going to try some knitted frogs. And then so I got this Ferris wheel from Lion Brand, also half price. Let me check. It was $7 instead of like $14, and I think we'll get a few frogs out of there because they're actually quite small. It is an 8-ply, pretty sure. Yeah, 4.5. I'm going to use a 3.5mm knitting needle, and it's a little bit like roving yarn. I'll put a picture of the frogs. The frogs are often made with mohair, so I think that'll be special. And I'm just going to use a normal white acrylic for his belly because I couldn't find any white acrylics, well, that would match. This is acrylic, pretty sure. Yeah, it's 100% acrylic. So yeah, I'm just going to use a white, but we'll get a few frogs out of there. That'll be cute. And then I am making marble fidgets, which you're going to see in a video soon. And so I'm using yarns like this, and I've used another yarn that has bright colors in it. So new to Spotlight in the 4 Seasons range is these two and a fluorescent yellow, but I've already got my fluorescent yellow. So I thought these would be great to outline the marble runs. So we got those. They were also on special, $4.50. Yeah, $4.50. I got another freckles because I've already used the freckles, which you're going to see very soon. I wanted to make a mesh marker bag with this, but I used the freckles to make a different kind of bag. So we've got another one so that we can make the actual mesh marker bag. This mill end I talked about a long time ago. I'm going to get it out because you can't see it very well on camera. I would double strand it with something, maybe with a white. Maybe we could double strand it with a white for a Odin dragon, something special. But it's like a brownie color, but then it has little speckles in it, and it's fluffy. It's still got some, I mean, we could even make a frog out of this. It's still got some, you know, integrity. It's still a nice strand, but then it's got all these little bright colored speckles in it. It's hard, there we go, that's the best to see it. Yellow, pink, purple, blue. It could also make really cute mermaid tails for the little dolls that I'm making. I've got a lot of half finished projects, but they're all really close to completion. So we should have a lot of videos coming out. I'm filming a lot of introduction videos today to finish up those. And okay, also I got yellow feels like butter because I already have the pink, and I'll show you the project. So again, like another project that I have just finished. This has been my car project. I've just got to weave in the ends. Then I'm going to make a video where we do the tutorial. So this is the boyish one. this will be the new blanket pattern. We have this beautiful detail on either end, and then we've got lots of texture throughout the blanket, and it's just a small bassinet sized blanket, or like a toddler could carry it around and cuddle it and stuff. Feels Like Butter is it's like a blankie yarn, but it's a lot smaller and lighter. I think I've only been working on this project for maybe a month and a half, and just 20 minutes a day. So it's a really nice beginner's project. So we're going to make the second blanket, so you've got inspiration for the colors. This could be made in acrylic, but I am specifically making it for the Feels Like Butter yarn. And so for the girl one, we're going to do yellow and pink with white. So yeah, we'll probably do, I think, pink and yellow. But yeah, I love this burnt orange with the denim blue for the boy. And I just saw somebody make a video where they made a top-down raglan. I'll put a picture if I can find it, because I watch a lot of YouTube. In those exact same colors. So good color choice. So we got that one. Also on special, because this is fairly expensive. $5.95, and I think it's normally close to $10. So we got that. I'm just gonna put it in that project bag. And I found this Mel-Ann, again, froggies. I think this could be cotton or acrylic. Ooh, it's very soft. I think it's some kind of an acrylic. It's almost as soft as the mandala, this type of yarn, the mandala ombre, but it's a little bit thinner. Still like an 8-ply, but that other yarn I would use a 5mm hook with, and I reckon you could use a 3 with this. So yeah, I couldn't leave it behind. More frogs. And so I'm going to get my website up and going, and I'm going to put all my stuff on the website, because I think I have a big enough audience now. My Facebook friends are starting to ask me for stuff, so we're going to put that on there. So that's the haul, and now I can put everything away, and then we can get started on some more projects. We just got to round up a few finish videos, especially this one. We'll weave in the ends, we'll get the pattern written up, and we'll do the tutorial with the pink and yellow yarn. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. Make sure you get out to Spotlight and have a look at all the deals and steals. I think it might finish today on Wednesday, but they often have 50% off. But definitely you've got to go check out your Mel-Ann so you can get your deals and steals on your blankie yarn, and also go check this out. It looks super awesome. All right, see you next time. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see, and check out these other videos.